Coming up on Mountain News at 6, one Owsley County organization is continuing to help build affordable homes for low-income families. Plus, when tornadoes tore through Tennessee and even parts of Kentucky during the weekend, some local storm chasers wanted to lend a hand with relief efforts.
Plus, rain chances are looming later this week, timing out those Sunday showers as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
One Owsley County organization is continuing to help folks gain access to affordable housing, and thanks to a grant from the USDA, they will be able to help even more folks. WYMT's RJ Johnson tells us how.
Partnership Housing, Inc. has been awarded more than $200,000 to assist the organization's efforts to make low-income housing in Owsley County. Housing coordinator and counselor Stacy Robinson says the grant will help folks that cannot afford to help themselves.
That grant will be dispersed between approximately 12 families to help rehabilitate their homes and do much-needed repairs that otherwise they couldn't afford. And we'll use it in conjunction with other grants to where we can fully do the projects and get their homes back up to where they're great for them to live in.
Vista Community Engagement Coordinator Jackie Charles says some are still struggling to rebuild after back-to-back floods.
Well, our purpose is to make sure that everybody has safe, affordable living. And we had 2 historic floods 2 years in a row. A lot of the rental homes were washed away or damaged severely, and so they can't be lived in anymore. And we have a lot of people that are just living where they can.
Saying people do not have the money to work on their own homes.
A lot of our families just don't have the extra funds to be able to work on their homes. They have mold, they have bad roofs, they have bad flooring. Some people that we have redone their flooring had plywood laid down because there was holes in the floor.
Robinson says they are also working to make sure homes are energy efficient.
With our home rehabs, we do try to do everything as energy efficient as possible. And with the new home builds, they are very energy efficient. So that overall gives them lower utilities. It helps them, not only them, but also the future generations that'll be in those homes.
Saying they want to help keep folks in the county.
We want to keep the people in our county here. We don't want the little children moving off and not coming back. So the better we can make it, the more likelihood that our little community will grow.
In Owsley County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Appalachian Service Project, Frontier Housing, the Housing Development Alliance, and Kentucky Habitat for Humanity were also awarded grants totaling more than $900,000 to help improve housing in rural Kentucky. One person is dead after a car crash in Perry County. It happened last night off Lost Creek Road. Once deputies and first responders arrived at the scene, they discovered 46-year-old Samantha Gayhart of Lost Creek had been thrown from her vehicle after it had overturned. The Perry County Coroner's Office pronounced Gayhart dead at the scene. The Perry County Sheriff's Office is investigating. A Laurel County man is behind bars after he reportedly was driving a vehicle under the influence. It happened last night on West Cumberland Gap Parkway at North Stewart Road, about 9 miles from London. Deputies were dispatched to a situation where a man struck a business vehicle with his own. 48-year-old Terrence Lee Day was charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of a controlled substance. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Also in Laurel County, a man was brought into custody after he failed to appear in court. 34-year-old Jonathan Matthews was arrested yesterday off Johnson Road, about 6 miles from London. The arrest stems from where Matthews was charged on a Laurel Circuit Court bench warrant. In that warrant, Matthews faces 2 counts of assault as well as terroristic threatening and strangulation charges. Matthews was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. And also out of Laurel County, one person is behind bars after police say she stole an electronic tablet. The incident happened at a home off a Bull Road about 4 miles from London. After a victim told deputies with the sheriff's office about the incident, they went to a camper across from the home where the burglary occurred. When they showed up, they were able to find the tablet by confirming the serial number. Kayla Cornett was charged with receiving stolen property. In Harlan County, 3 people are facing charges after they reportedly stole a vehicle Deputies with the Sheriff's Office received word about a vehicle in the Tri-Cities area involved in drug trafficking overnight. During an investigation, deputies learned that the car was stolen out of Michigan. Dana Howard, Samuel Creech, and Samantha Sexton were arrested and taken to the Harlan County Detention Center. A Clay County man was taken to jail after police say he was trying to resist being arrested. Last month, a police officer with London PD noticed a car traveling on West 5th Street when it crossed the center line twice. Later, a chase began after an officer tried to perform a traffic stop. The chase ended near the intersection of Kentucky 80 and Paw Paw Road. David C. Reed of Manchester was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center but has since been released.
Well, the sky is on fire over in Rowan County. Check out this awesome sunset over at I-64 in Moorhead. That beautiful sunset does continue this evening. That current temperature also cooling off as the sun sets over at 48 degrees in Rowan County, and most of us in the middle to upper 40s at this hour, but we do fall into the 30s as we go later on into tonight. As you can see, those temperatures 45 in Manchester, 47 for London, and 50 over in Harlan. But again, some 30s and maybe some 20s on the way as we go into tonight. More dry. Also clear weather is on tap, all thanks to that strong ridge of high pressure, and that dry weather also continues into your Friday. As a fantastic day is on the way on Friday, we stay dry under some more sunshine. A dry start to the weekend, but showers are looming by Sunday, also Monday. Also some breezy conditions, all thanks to an upper level low. Those details plus the details on some cooler temperatures by next week coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. Some Kentuckians worried they may struggle to keep the heat on this winter can receive help. Community action agencies will soon restart a program assisting folks with heating. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how you can apply.
The Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, will soon become available for Kentuckians.
We've been operating the program since the early 80s. Community action agencies have.
Baker says the program covers any type of energy expense.
From electric to natural gas to coal, wood, propane, kerosene, covers any heating source that the home may use.
There are a list of required documents people need to have: proof of Social Security or green card for each person in the household, proof of each household member's income in the preceding month, most current heating bill or statement from source where the bill originates, and account number and name on account of the bill.
The program is based on a first come, first serve, but we also, in our 4 counties, we schedule appointments, so you can call in ahead of time and schedule your appointment so you don't have to wait in line.
LKLP covers Leslie, Knott, Letcher, and Perry. Baker says they have a lot of folks that qualify.
We serve 3,118 distinct households in those 4 counties that applied for assistance, and it totaled just a little bit over $1.5 million in energy assistance payments.
Enrollment opens on January 9th. Baker says that will last until March 31st or when funding runs out. In Perry County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Baker also says the income percentage has increased for folks eligible, and to check again if you did not qualify in the past. The USDA Rural Development is awarding $25,000 to one county in Southwest Virginia. In a release from the office of Congressman Morgan Griffith, the grant is being awarded to the Lee County, Virginia Public Service Authority. The money will be used for the purchase of crash cushions as well as roadway devices made of crushable material that absorb energy from colliding vehicles to help minimize threats to life. Nearly $1 million is being awarded to 40 Appalachian organizations through the Appalachian Regional Commission's READY Nonprofits Initiative. The funds will help those nonprofits in 11 Appalachian states create opportunities within communities. Governor Andy Beshear, who's also the state's co-chair for ARC, says in part, quote, "These funds will help nonprofits in Kentucky and across the region keep uplifting and empowering our people." An Eastern Kentucky YouTuber and his nonprofit are working to give back to the folks in Clarksville, Tennessee, one of the communities hit hard by deadly tornadoes during the weekend. WYMT's Buddy Forbes met up with the Pikeville-based philanthropists to hear about the organization's outreach.
Here it goes, guys. Tornado on the ground right in front of us. Clarksville, you guys
kind of get excited. You're like, yeah, there's a tornado right there.
Huge power flashes.
And then within moments, like, After that tornado kind of passed and crossed the road right in front of me, I realized like this affected people's lives.
That literally crossed right here, guys.
From chasing deadly storms.
Of course, with those tornadoes that barreled through, unfortunately killing 6 people and injuring dozens more.
He is looking for his wife's urn. We saw them going through and picking up waterlogged Christmas presents.
To storming the toy aisles.
We came together and we thought of the idea of like, let's give hope back. Let's give faith back. Let's just give a reason for Christmas, like for these kids to smile again.
Pike County's YouTube famous weather analyst Ryan Hall and his Y'all squad hit the ground running when tornadoes tore through neighboring Tennessee Saturday, with donors pouring in to bring blessings to those impacted.
Like millions of people are following him and watching his videos every single week. So when there's an imminent severe weather threat that happens and he's able to inform people that it's happening, 9 times out of 10 people are like, how can we help? How can we do something to make a difference in these people's lives that have been affected?
Thanks to supporters from all around, tens of thousands of dollars in toys and necessities were piled into vehicles and taken to the volunteer station. With a squad of servants hoping to provide presents and a sense of peace, all the way from Pikeville.
Even though something so detrimental did happen, what we're doing still is able to help those even that weren't impacted by just that one thing.
Donating the hall to the local government to allow officials to get it to their communities ahead of the holidays.
We got loads of toys. We have everything from Barbie dream houses to Tonka trucks. If we jump over to the truck, this thing is loaded down with the best of the best Power Wheels.
Being able to provide Christmas for people that literally lost everything, their whole lives have been turned upside down, is definitely going to make the year for a lot of young kids.
Saying it is about more than creating content.
For me, it would be more so simplified as being a light in the darkness.
It is about contributing to Christmas after the catastrophe. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
You can follow Ryan Hall Y'all on YouTube and find out more about the Y'all Squad's nonprofit outreach and its efforts to provide relief response. We'll have links for all that on our website.
We are tracking some more dry weather this evening, also tomorrow, but rain chances on the way by Sunday. Those details coming up. Plus,
after playing just one game on its new floor, the University of Kentucky is changing things again at Rupp.